Kevin, you gonna buy a beamer? And it's weird, but look at that over there. All right, welcome back, everybody. This is the Late Night Playset. My name is Jay Ryan. It's the Cars and Comedy Show. Tonight, there was going to be a lot of cars. There's going to be a little bit of cars. There's definitely going to be some comedy. And beyond that, it's the Vidal Sassoon School for getting your your hair cut on TV. Nicole is going to get her hair cut live on the show, right over there. Thanks to Lancel and Damon McCarthy. And the Stiglette is here as well. I don't think we can get a shot of him from where we are, but I'll just walk around and we'll pretend. He's over there doing his own thing. Now, Stiglette, is this your camera? Is that you? Oh, it disconnected. Oh, well, all right. Well, it is what it is. Producer Mike is up in Canada. What is happening, buddy?
Hey, everybody. It's good to be here, and I am extremely excited to be part of this historic night of grooming.
Did you call it a historic night of grooming?
Well, that's what it is, isn't it?
I guess so. It's very weird to be over here on this side alone, as you notice as I zoom in here. The missus is over on the other side. And, one of the things with MS is your body reacts strangely and things feel weird and weirder than usual. And the weight of Nicole's hair is an issue. So she likes to keep it very, very short, and it is now as long as she can possibly stand. It actually has been for a while. And say hello to everybody from all the way over there.
Hello.
How's it going?
Not great.
You're in the third chair that we tried for you. This one is a little better, hopefully.
Yes, it's a chair, not a stool.
I know.
My butt feels better.
It's Tuesday, June 21st. 2022, and let's see. When we left you on Thursday, we were supposed to have Patrick Long here. I told you we'd have Patrick Long here today. That was totally supposed to happen. Patrick was double booked and had to do something else. It doesn't really matter, but he is going to be back soon. He felt terrible about it. He wanted to do it earlier in the day, and I said any other time we would normally be able to do that. But because we have this other stuff that was supposed to be happening live concurrently with your interview, we can't then very well. So whatever. He'll be back soon. In the meantime, what a three-ring circus show we have thrown together in the meantime. The haircut is a big deal, but perhaps just as exciting is the return, the homecoming of somebody who used to be our comedy booker on this show, Mr. Richard Chassler. Comedian Rich Chassler is going to be doing stand-up comedy for the first time ever. Well, he's done it many times, but the first time ever on this show, we're going to have stand-up comedy. And that, to me, is exciting.
Same.
Well, and the fact that you're over there in like a performance area, that's new. I mean, you can see the candle and the rest of our home in the background, but other than that, you are in the new performance area. How's that feel?
It's new.
Do a dance for us.
Nope.
A little jig.
Nope. Can't do.
Nope.
Those days are long gone.
Who were you? You were talking to an old client the other day. Is he going to come over?
I was talking to Rainn Wilson the other day, and he forgot it was Father's Day.
He wanted to hang out on Sunday.
Yes, and he was like, "Oh, traveling for work, lost my head. You're not running things. I'll check on this and get back to you."
Well, it is what it is. I hope he does the show. I hope after he comes here and sees everything, I hope he ends up coming on the show.
I think he will.
I do too. I think so too. That'd be fun. But in the meantime, so Patrick Long will be here soon. Also going to be here soon, Maddie McQueen, as in daughter of Chad McQueen, granddaughter of Steve McQueen. She's going to be here soon, and I think it may actually be her and her brother. So that'd be really fun if we can put that all together with everybody. But definitely Maddie will be here. And let's see, what else? We've got some East Coast feeds to do tonight. Oh, wait, I've got some stuff to bring you from the Tradecraft, and then also from Damon. Brought some edibles. So maybe you want to have an edible while you have your
Yes.
your haircut.
Yes, I do.
Okay. There we go. Let's see. I'll open these for you.
I'm really embracing the pot life.
You are lately.
I mean,
This is good, right?
I realized I was like thwarting my healing process by judging myself about it.
I
It's
agree
like,
with that.
Why? So I may be going a little overboard, but I don't care.
I'm going to come into the other room. See how this works. I don't know how any of this will work. And then, can you help open these? Because I can't do it. Damon's helped me open those. And then here's a Tradecraft sticky vape in the
Thank
meantime.
you.
Oh, geez, sorry. That's the wrong one. There we go. Oh, yeah, you can keep that. Sorry. And then he'll give you the other one. I guess my job is done here. This is so confusing. I'm so out of sorts.
They're all yours, but these are 10 milligrams.
How many should I have? They're 10 each.
I would have 2 or 3 is what makes you at least maybe start to feel it. I mean, 5 or 6 is what makes you feel good.
So then not chew on. I'll be another one.
Thank you.
Get your one right now.
I love our team. Our people are awesome. That's good. That's yummy.
Yeah, they're tasty.
Yeah.
What's the flavor over there? What are you guys enjoying? How is it?
It tastes like a pink starburst.
Blue City Diesel.
Blue.
Basically, like a pink starburst. Yeah, very
But that's my favorite flavor of the Starburst.
Oh, here you go.
So good.
Oh, everybody's cracking me up. All right, so let's see. The things we have to do and I'm all out of sorts because there's just simply too much to do, even though we've got the Stiglette here doing his own camera. Or you said that disconnected? Yeah. I'll try to connect it right now, and we'll see if we get Joey's phone here. There we go. Hi, there we go. Now, if I can white balance you a little bit, and that is a technical term,
That'd be great.
lest anyone not know.
Thought it was shiny.
You thought you were shiny? You're a shiny, happy person. Did you see that picture
I
I
can't
posted
really.
of you and
Yeah.
Magnus?
I saw the thing and I can't really focus. My eyes are all messed up. But like, I just saw white.
Yeah. You look like you are a tiny little person on the floor the way Joey is shooting that. Oh, it's awesome. All right, well, when's your haircut going to start? What's happening over there?
All right.
Oh, you're waiting for me to do it. Oh, I thought everything was happening at the same time.
No, I'll throw them right.
I love it.
Do.
There are no rules. This is an exciting time. Oh, easy. This is a professional deal. You got a good setup.
Yeah. You're not new. Thank you. So excited.
You should be. This is great.
You have no idea. This is life-changing.
Joey, I'm glad you're here. This handheld is the way to do it. You're awesome, buddy. So if anybody remembers, the Stiglette was with us all last summer, interning, and he is back now today just being a cameraman, but he is on to other things in his life. He's finished school for this year, but his karting career has not only taken off, he's advancing there, he's also moving on to real race cars. That's right. That's right. It's called The Driven, right?
Correct.
The program is called The Driven, and you can check it out on Instagram, or I believe there's a website, but it's a partnership with Porsche Irvine, and it's supporting youth in racing, and that is our guy over there, the Stiglette, Youth in Racing. And he is raising money currently, I believe, to buy a spec Boxster. Good stuff. Good stuff. And no pressure. This is Lancel over here. Lancel's a friend and colleague of Damon McCarthy of the... I almost said Charlie McCarthy Studios. Does anyone ever do that?
No, but it's all right.
All right. I'm from another generation, so I'm Edgar Bergen was a ventriloquist from my dad's years, and he had a doll named Charlie McCarthy, and that makes no relevance to anyone who is under 60 years old but me. Paul McCarthy Studios over there. And my goodness, this is not what they normally do, but we are grateful that they're doing it today. Your hair is longer than we all thought it was.
Oh, yeah.
You've been saying
when
it,
it
and we
gets
didn't realize.
Curly, so it looks shorter, but it's really long.
You know, it does look very pretty. I wish it weren't so heavy and burdensome for you.
Yeah, we had a good run.
Good for you. That's the right attitude. I salute you. I salute you in that attitude.
Thanks.
F it, right?
Yeah. Like, I went through the morning missing it phase, like, years ago. But, like, now in the shower, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to cut you off.
Wow.
Oh. Yeah, it makes my showers take so much longer. It's retarded.
And your own comfort, right?
It's miserable. Because my hands don't do what... My right hand does what I want my left hand to do sometimes, and vice versa. So anything I have to control is a nightmare. So my hair washing is a mess.
I mean, he's about to go through a lot of work. Do you want to just buzz it off? Or is this a
I'm
stages?
leaving everything to him because I would.
Damon wanted to get crazy with like a really cool, like a really hip, like a supermodel kind of a cut.
Like
and
a girl. I get it.
No, not really. I mean, he was talking about like a Linda Evangelista type of chop kind of thing. But my feeling is that you, Nicole, are more than a haircut. So the haircut shouldn't overpower you and your own thing. I think it should be something generic because you're going to kill it with your hat and your little outfit anyway. The sicker you get, the more people compliment your beauty.
Great.
Do you
if
agree?
Only I cared anymore. Yeah. I feel like people are looking now, whereas before I was just pretty-ish shiny thing in the corner.
Oh, because you're right. The attention is switched because you used to be behind the camera and now you're the focus.
Well, people had looked past me professionally to see who I was with. And now they know where you are. And then their gaze turns to me once they know I'm fifth in line maybe if I hustle. So they come talk to me.
Now, how is that when people come talk to you these days?
Not that I don't try to talk over people, it's great.
I know it's a shitty hand that got you here, but I really, we've said this on the show before, I firmly believe that there's a lot of good that has come to you. What am I trying to say? As bad as MS as it is, as a fucker God damn it. I'm going to have a sip of water here, folks. You know what I'm trying to say. As bad as it is, I feel like you have actually benefited in some ways from this bastard.
I got to the point where I'm like, I have to. Because
choice.
why be here if you're miserable? I'm not going to just get better tomorrow. Like,
Why not? Damn it. Just do that.
that'd be great.
All right. All right. Well, in the meantime, wow, this beautiful haircut is going on. And this is going to be exciting to see what happens and how short it goes. We don't know. In the meantime, we've got some East Coast feeds to play. Do you remember where we were last time on the East Coast feed?
BMW, I think.
Oh,
back
good
at the
point.
Carnival.
No, you're totally right, but I was thinking of the Ferris wheel ones. Yeah. All right. So we have we don't. Oh, all that stuff was happening, and I don't think I got to put it in there. All that crap. You know what? Correction. East Coast feeds will happen on Thursday. Some really good ones, too, because they, we had the Ferris wheel debacle. We're going on the Ferris wheel. Some people like the Ferris wheel. Some people don't like the Ferris wheel. And then these guys ended up going someplace where, like, the biggest, I think they went to Coney Island, where, like, the biggest Ferris wheel is. So we've got a video of them on the biggest, the Wonder Wheel down at Coney Island, and then for Thursday. And then as well as this morning, our good friend from Hawaii, Gunnar Mensch, stopped by on his cross-country visit to BMW of Ridgefield to see Danbury Chive and do a little video together. So we have an East Coast feed from our even further South Pacific West Coast friend Gunnar and Danbury Chive in Connecticut. I know that was a mouthful. I'm sorry.
I love
We're all
that
working
they
too
got
hard.
together. That's so cool.
Me too. I wish I could show it to you, but too many things today. All right, I got to talk to my friend producer Mike up in Canada. You look adorable with those little bows there, but stand by. You enjoy your haircut and the massage on your head, and I will come up here to my friend and his Gatorade. Is it Gatorade?
Sorry, man.
You're getting. Can I bring something? Are you getting stickier? Are you getting stickier?
Yeah, I'm getting stickier. Just trying some things out.
All right, as long as we've addressed it and you're getting stickier and you know it, I don't care.
I'm
I
sticky
noticed-
and I know it. Clap your hands.
I have to grab screen grabs from the show afterwards. So I happened to see the part where I was talking to Barbara Gaines on the show last week, and I saw you in the window over on the side. I said, "Well, I'll do a nice thing. I'll put us both. I'll do exactly what I did the other day." I said, "I'll do a nice thing. I'll put us both on the same thing here, so we're in the shot together." And then a lot of that was happening, and then I thought to myself, "Boy, I'm putting myself out on a limb here, trying to talk to these Letterman people." And then I got my whole team here supposed to be supportive, and then I've got this guy over here doing material that I have not signed off on. That's Letterman podcast material. That is not Cars and Comedy material. But all joking aside, how the hell are you, buddy?
I'm fantastic. I had a wonderful, wonderful day. Very, very busy, but lots of good things going on in my personal life. Lots of things going on in the Letterman podcast life. Yeah, it's all good.
That's wonderful news. Do you think that's a result of you sort of taking life by the balls and running with it?
Yeah, like it's once you make a decision and then you have actions and intentions that support that decision, the world is your oyster, and doors are either going to open right up or they're going to slam right shut. But it's the action of making the decision and running with it, and we certainly have done that. Crazy great things going on. Had Jeff Altman on the podcast today.
Yeah, I know. I saw the picture and I'm so excited for you. It brings me back to the day we had that phone call and that conversation. Jeff Altman was a friend of mine as well for a while, but he no longer lives in L.A., and we were trying to get him in person. I think he's on the East Coast now. Is that correct?
Yeah, he's in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you... Oh, well, I forget. You're in Canada. I don't know. What the fuck is wrong with me? I call you Canadian Mike, but for some reason I consistently think you're on the East Coast.
It's all good. Hey, listen, can I make an announcement that hasn't been publicly made on this show?
I'd love to. Sure.
The Letterman Podcast has a sponsor.
Congratulations, man. That's wonderful. I didn't even know you were looking for sponsors. Congrats.
Well, I think sometimes when they fall in your lap like this one, and especially who this one is, you've got to pay attention. And the Hello Deli is the first sponsor of the Letterman Podcast.
That is absolutely awesome, man. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thanks very much. Yeah, so you're those who listen to the Letterman Podcast, every episode you're gonna get sick of me not shutting up about how excited we are about Rupert G and how you can buy Late Show with David Letterman materials at his place of business, as well as Rupert shirts and things. And we're gonna talk about that every episode. So it's great.
Outstanding. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Thanks, buddy.
I don't want to jump on that, but I think the same camp was reaching out to us for something similar. Not the same thing. I don't think they want to sponsor us or anything, but there was some mention about the furniture and stuff. As you know, we've had other conversations. So the fact that that's happening and it's official, it warms my heart because I think you guys are good together.
Oh, I appreciate that very, very much. And I made the decision that as it was starting to happen, that we would announce it for the very first time on this show, because you guys are just family to me. And as far as I'm concerned, we're the first late night playset or the Cars and Comedy spinoff.
Okay, I'll take it, but thanks, buddy. There's actually all sorts of stuff. I don't, we haven't had a chance to catch up in, I don't know how long, really too long.
Too long.
But I did have a fantastic long conversation with Walter Kim today that was very, very good, that I'll be able to share some stuff with you off the air. But
wow.
I will just say that everything is very good. Everything is very, very good. It's good.
Man, that's awesome.
And I think that there will probably be a lot of announcements.
Too, so that's good.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I just said that's great. I reached out to him today and I hadn't heard back yet. So I'm glad to hear that one of us did. That's awesome.
Yeah, he and I have been trading calls for several weeks, and finally I made a comment about that, and we got to the bottom of it. Apparently I have an unlisted number, and whatever. They don't ring on his side. He gets the voicemails, but they don't ring. But whatever. We got through all that, and good stuff coming up all around. Good announcements to make, all coming soon. But I don't want to get off the Letterman podcast immediately, because there's one more thing. We're sitting at this, everybody who watches this show knows, we're sitting at the actual Letterman desk and chairs, and we got this real microphone here and all that stuff. But you, sir, you also were able to procure a piece of original Letterman set for your Letterman podcast. Do you want to tell people what that is?
Do you want to see it?
Sure we do.
All right, 1 second. I'll be right back.
All right. In the meantime, I'll check in with this haircut over here. Back to the second ring of this 3-ring circus. Oh, wow. Look at this. It's actually happening over there. And everyone gets a really good view of how we actually do this little nonsense show. How small it really is.
Haircut just
We put up a post
started.
yesterday.
You're up to speed.
There we go. I give Joey the wide. Oh, I can't do the wide because your gimbal's in there, but that's all right. Go back to this. Wow. Oh, and is it a blade? Are you using a blade, Lancel?
No, just scissors.
Oh, okay. Looked like he was using a razor blade through there. That'd be a knife? That's not a knife. Yep, this is good stuff. All right, let's see, Canada. Oh, man! Look at this. That's so cool. Now, I wrote a very silly little joke that I posted on both of your social medias, but it's pretty well known public knowledge that Pete Davidson and Colin Jost recently purchased a Staten Island ferry, and I said, "Wow, your retort to that was to buy the Verrazano Bridge. That's a baller move." If I'm not mistaken, I've been told from actual Letterman people, and then certainly aesthetically, it seems to be that is supposedly the Verrazano Bridge, right? From the Letterman
Thank you for
skyline.
telling me that. I didn't know the answer to that entirely, and I'm going to take your word for it. And I'm just very, very excited that we have.
I was 90% sure when the person who told me, and then when I look, and then looking at it, and then you showing it up close, the color and the style, it's definitely the Verrazano. That is the you have to go under that bridge to get into to Manhattan or into New York Harbor to see Lady Liberty or otherwise. So it's sort of the gateway bridge, if you will. And it's pretty cool that you have it up there.
Dave ran by it every single night for 23 years, whatever it was, or maybe a little bit less. But this was up there for the vast majority.
If you want to get specific, from March 25th, 1996 until the end. Don't ask me why I know.
There you go.
So do you understand why it's kind of neat and interesting to me, and why I'm so happy that you have that? The bridge set never meant anything to me because I connected with the older late night version. But I saw and played with all that stuff before anyone else in America saw it.
Yep.
Because of the night I
love it.
snuck into the studio was the night all that stuff was new and they hadn't done a show yet.
The symmetry of things that have happened with you are delightful to me, because every time symmetrical things like that happen in my life, I'm delighted by that too, and I'm delighted when it happens to my friends as well. So yeah, I'm very aware of that significance. Like when Mark Malkoff was on, I took delight in that, and you two talking about that. And anytime that these circles become complete or continue on even, it's delightful. And that's happening so much for all of us right now.
It's funny, it came up with Walter today. He just asked me flat out about halfway into the conversation. He's like, have we ever met? I was like, I don't know, man. I'm really not sure. And he's like, but were you one of the alt fan Letterman group? And I was like, yes and no. Yes, in the very, very beginning, like in the early mid-90s when it first started and it was an AOL chat group or whatever, yes. But then I had all that stuff happen, the microphone and the intern program and whatever. So then I moved across country and I just sort of lost touch with it. So I wasn't one of the people who did the annual pilgrimage to the theater. Well, you know what I'm talking about. I forget what it's called, but there was a group of like probably 20, 30 people. Dave Con, exactly, yeah. And Don's, of course, Don's was there and a bunch of other people every single year, and they ended up getting to know all the staff. So Walter was thinking, it's possible because of what we do here, that maybe I was one of those people, but no, I was not.
Yeah, I wasn't one either, but it's sure fun talking to people about it and listening to the stories and all of that, and it's got a rich history to it, and there's a rich culture there and a community that I believe that we're doing a very good job of trying to corral all of those communities and provide outlets of entertainment and fun and nostalgia and insight. It's all good stuff.
Oh, I actually agree with all of that, and we had this discussion as well with what is, the temperature out there for this type of content. And my response is it's actually surprisingly good now that it's I don't want to say we're unionizing, but now that theoretically there will be a one-stop shop where you could just go, a hub where you can go for all of this related content, I think that will only help in everything you just said. I think it'll magnify it a little bit.
Totally. I mean, it's team. It's as cliche as it sounds like, or personal development lingo as it sounds like. Teamwork makes the dream work, and if we all work together on this stuff, the better and the bigger the project will be, and the results will be that much bigger. So, all these like-minded people that are creatives that want to contribute, take torches that need to be passed in order for the flame to continue to burn. Fuck yeah, man, let's do it.
Yeah. All right. I like it. What do you think of this haircut over here?
I'm excited about this. I've already written in here that it's in Damon's hands, and we're very excited as to what he's going to come up with.
And then keep in mind too, lest we forget, once this is all done, we've got stand-up comedy coming up as well. We're going to change the set over. We're going to have Rich Chassler in here, and then we're all going to be hopefully laughing at the things he has to say. I mean, it's.
If I've ever thought about one thing with stand-up comedy, is it's better with no audience. I'm very excited for this.
Well, but that's it. We did it on a night where there will be an audience. We've got 5, 6 or so bodies in here, which I think will bode well for.
I'll keep the mic on.
Well, I just mean, all of the professional stand-up comedians I know are now used to doing the Zoom shows, and thanks to COVID and all, so people have sort of gotten used to delivering without the feedback. And I don't know, I didn't want to ask anybody to do that, so it seemed like there's enough going on here. There's enough commotion. There's enough bodies. But that's why we're doing it. So anyway, gosh, I'm sorry about the East Coast feed. That just one too many things. We've got a scratcher ticket over here we can do. Obviously, the haircut is happening.
We checking the weather tonight?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. We can check the weather, of course. Do you have a question you want to ask?
I mean, yeah, not off the top of my head. I just other than how's the weather and what can we do to make it better?
So you were just planning on sticking your way through it?
It's a sticky situation there, Jay. We're gonna stick to it from now on.
When I think of Dave, I think of how much Dave hates shtick. So I don't.
Yeah.
When I do shtick, it's sort of like at least I'm trying to do it ironically. I may not land it that way, but in my mind, I'm like being ironic shtick. You probably are maybe funnier than me, so maybe your shtick would work. I feel like my shtick is shticky at best.
Let's not go that far. I don't have any illusions that anything shticky I do works in any way, shape, or form.
Well, all right. Well, then let's just dissect this a little bit then, since we're on the therapy couch. What is it? Why do you think that's happening more lately as you develop into your position? Often it goes the other way.
Well, yeah, I do think they're connected to each other. I mean, I hadn't done stand up for a while, and well, I can say this. There's a documentary being not just floated about, but it looks like it's going to be funded in a small way. But yeah, like called The Unlikely Host of the Letterman Podcast, and it's going to include things like me doing stand up and some other things as well. So I think perhaps my
Wait a
mind
second.
is
Wait a
in
second.
that.
This is all happening real time.
Yeah.
Well, this is like that freaking Albert Brooks movie. Then if you're having the documentary done real time, then the documentary becomes a movie. It's not a documentary.
Sure.
Because you're going to make decisions based on how to shoot it for the documentary. Am I wrong?
Well, no, like when this thing showed up, we filmed the unboxing of it.
Yeah.
Knowing that this doc is coming, and in August a bunch of official things happen, but we're filming things in the process. And
good for you.
But no, I mean, I'm not doing anything here because I know it's going to be documented. But I think my mind is more in a place knowing that I'm doing more creative things, and that's where, oh sure, let's do a spit take or whatever. I mean,
sure.
Let's let the id play for a little while.
Well, there's also nothing wrong with trying stuff because you have to know you won't know how you feel about it unless you try it.
Having Jeff Altman today, I mean, he was playing goofy a couple of times. He broke into voices and he broke into all sorts of stuff. Like, to me, that's like, oh, the permission that you get from that is delightful and it's contagious.
Jeff Altman, just so you know, is that way.
Yes.
Yeah, that's him. That's him. Even if you met him at the coffee shop or the Magic Castle, I've hung out with him many, many nights at the Magic Castle, and he's that way. He'll go into the, hey man, let's see. There's the dad character. He's like, oh, I'm gonna tell you, boy. I'll tell you something else. And then he always goes into. It's funny. I think these characters were probably all developed at the same time because they are all variations of like what Dave and Jimmy Walker and like all those guys who hung out, Tom Dreesen, all those guys who hung out sort of have the same bag of tricks, even though they all do them differently.
We talked about that a little bit.
Oh, go ahead. Tell me.
Dave, I call it the sling blade voice, but yeah, how he has that, and it's very similar to Jeff's drunk not drunk uncle voice, and some of the stuff Jeff does, I even said reminds me of Robin Williams, and I asked who influenced who on that, and we got into a conversation about that, and you can tell that these guys all influenced each other.
Yes. I love that you went there because I can see that influence as well. That's very astute. Well, I shouldn't say that, but I think that's astute of you to notice it and then bring it to his attention. He must have liked that, I would imagine.
Astute. Are you kidding me?
But I bet
that's
he
so much
liked
better
that.
than what I usually get.
Did he respond well to it?
Very. Yeah. Well, he could. The Robin Williams thing. First thing he said, he called it a gigantic compliment. And then we talked about how they sharpened each other. And Dave's actually quoted in an article talking about how he would say funny things, but Jeff gave him kind of permission to loosen up and to show some more energy and different energetic things. So we talked a little bit about that as well. So yeah, lots of good stuff.
That's fantastic, man. And more than anything else, it sounds like you had a good time doing it.
A ball. I had a ball, Jay. Oh my God. But
that may be the best part of doing one of these things, right?
Yep. There's no amount of money. I'm doing my dream job. And I mean, when you do your dream job, money doesn't matter. None of that stuff matters. And I'm doing my dream job. I literally have my dream job and it's awesome. Tomorrow I've got a longtime producer from the show on, and I'm already just jazzed about that. I have a lot of energy to begin with. Well, my
Male or
energy
female?
right now is limited. Male.
Awesome.
He may have moved on to help found Jack Hole Productions.
Oh, gee. All right. I got to stop talking to you because you literally go and every time. Yeah. All right. We'll talk about this off air.
Okay.
You pick my brain and then you go do things that I said I was going to do. It's the third one in a row, you fucker.
Well, I don't know. Some of them just fall in my lap.
I'm so happy to hear this. You're going to love this one. You're going to have a great conversation tomorrow. Seriously.
Okay.
No,
you know
for
who
real.
it is then?
What's that? Of course,
You know who
of
it
course
is
I
then?
do. Yes, of course I do.
Okay.
Do you want me to say?
Okay. Sure.
Daniel Kellison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Don't
right,
you remember us talking about it? I told you about him.
To be frank, I don't.
He's
it came from-
great. He's great. We've been trying to get him on this show for ages. You are going to have a blast. He's into a lot of stuff that you know and like.
Fantastic.
I mean, he created a lot of stuff you know and like.
Yeah. Well, yeah. In the research for this, it's been delightful.
Oh, that's so great. All right, dude. What I want to talk real quick. This wasn't supposed to be an interview about you, but what are your long-term goals for the Letterman podcast? I think you finally realized that, you can do this and it's happening, and it's real.
Yeah.
Where do you want it to go?
Well, the mission statement of the podcast is to preserve and tell the stories about the legacy of the unprecedented body of work of the greatest broadcasting body of work in history. And that's what we're going to do. We're taking the torch and we're passing the torch. And we're talking to people who were involved by working for it, involved by being on it, and enthusiasts, especially enthusiasts who had a part of it when the fourth wall was broken, the people on the other side of that wall. And as far as I'm concerned, the long-term plans are we talk about this thing for as long as there is time to talk about it.
The thing I'm taken with whenever I put one of your episodes on is even if I don't necessarily think that I'm going to, you've had some pretty interesting people on already, so that's not really an issue, but this is just for anybody else tuning in who has not seen it or doesn't know. The thing that I'm kind of surprised by is that I find myself, what's the best way to say this? Your enthusiasm is contagious. So when you start talking about the person in the first few minutes before the actual interview, it's a pretty good primer for people to sort of, I don't know, it amps people up? Is that the right way to say it? Like, what's your intention with that? Because you do a really good job of sort of establishing the energy before your show even sort of starts actually happening.
I appreciate that. It's intentional. A lot of things on the show, a lot of the words that are used and ways that the show is formatted are intentional. I'll tell you the edification in the introduction of the guest. It's very easy to shoot a separate intro, but I find, and I got this from two places. Number one is stand-up. You go to the Comedy Cellar, you go to the comedy. I haven't been to the Comedy Store, but I've seen enough footage to know that when an MC goes up, they say a few seconds of edification of the comic that's about to come up. But more so, one of my podcast influences is Kevin Smith. And if you listen to Kevin Smith, if you listen to Smodcast, he does the intro of the guest in person and make sure to take time to speak from his heart about what he appreciates about that person. It creates energy. It creates connection between the two, and many times creates a jumping off point. Something in the intro is where the first topic organically just goes, and there isn't anything about these podcasts that I've done that hasn't been organic. I do it with HeCast. We're 100 episodes in, and I just I know I appreciated it as a Kevin Smith listener, and I think that our listeners, for the most part, appreciate it. There are some that think that the intros are too long, but they're very intentional.
Yeah, you keep doing what you're doing. You know that you're. We've had this conversation so many times, but no matter what you're working on, your internal guide is way better than whatever they're saying. So just if this is your intuition that got you here, just keep following it. That's my take.
Thank you, Jay. I appreciate this so much. And the last thing I want to do in this episode with Nicole's hair is take the spotlight in any way. I appreciate it very, very much. I just love you guys, and it's so good to be associated and to build something together in parallel and then also with each other.
Well, that's the thing. I think that, none of these. I hope you know I was joking when I said that we were in competition before. There's no. I mean,
of course.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I see these things as being totally different. I mean, I guess we're all sort of competing for people's time, but I don't care about that. We've never have. I think the product speaks to that. We follow our heart, and that's it. But I really, really think that what you were saying before, the team thing and the cream rising to the top, it does seem to be, as we sort of figure out ways to channel this pipeline into one place. It seems that the interest is growing, and that's another thing we talked about today. Like people are coming out of the Dave woodwork, and I think it's everything, universal timing and stuff.
Yeah, there's no question to me that we're doing something special together, and the universe is throwing all sorts of doors open. Like not just opening them, but throwing all sorts of doors open.
School's out for summer.
Yeah, man. That's exactly it. That's the energy that you just nailed it. We're all running down the steps together
with my beautiful singing.
Well, hey, I don't think the original was all about the singing. The original was about what you just said, that feeling that comes with it, the doors bursting open, us running down the stairs together. And, it's a good time to be a Dave fan. Rupert and I were talking again today about what the end game might be, how long he's going to have the deli and all that kind of stuff. Again, I'm not telling tales out of school.
No, I can't wait to hear this information. Is Rupert going to do your show now that he's paying for it?
Well, we've got some ideas about that, about how that's going to work. We've got some.
That would be awesome.
What I think are.
You know what? I'm going to reach out to Rupert right now and try to get him on this show.
Oh, please do. Please
I'm
do.
Just kidding.
It's a good idea. The love that we all have. I mean, at the end of the day, when he and I were talking about it, it was like the sunset is upon us for many of these folks, and why not have one last ride, however long that ride may last, whatever it looks like. Let's all have that ride. I mean, I said to another Letterman staffer the other day, who's not going to be on our show right now, but he and I had a really good heart to heart to get to know each other a little bit, and I said, look, when Alan Coulter died, I was saddened, of course, for the loss, for his family, for all the people who admired him and whatnot. And I was like, fuck, we could have talked and had that right off into the sunset moment for him, whatever that looked like. And now he's gone.
Oh,
and,
I see your point.
And hey, it's happening.
Missed opportunity.
We got to do it. Missed opportunity. And a lot of these folks are having let's give them a sunset moment, whatever that looks like, however long it is.
Yeah. One of my favorite things, and I talked to Walter about this, one of my favorite things that the Letterman channel is doing on YouTube is the old staffers' favorite moments, or just the interviews with the old staffers. They're my favorite. They're my favorite. It's great to see. It's great to see the people again that Dave made famous in our minds. They're not famous in the rest of the world when they go to the grocery store or when they go to the DMV. But if you were a Letterman fan, you know who Biff Henderson is, or who, like you're saying, Alan Coulter and the other folks. The writers and stuff. Mm-hmm. Gabe Abelson, who was head writer for a little bit, and he is actually was head monologue writer, I think, for a bit, working directly with Dave. But he's helped us out on this show a lot, and is going to be further. He's going to be here next week, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Awesome. I would like him to do your show if you're into it. I would like to tell him to do your show if you're into it. I mean, I would let you ask him, whatever.
You can do that with. Please do.
Okay, yeah. I think that you two would have a fantastic, because of your enthusiasm and because you'll get something different out of him, and he's really a wonderful person.
I would say the same thing. Like, I was so excited when you told me Tom's going to be on your show, because I do believe that because you and I are so similar but so different, we will both get different things out of these guests.
Room for everybody.
Which again is that. I'm still sitting here holding a bridge.
You get a show. Jay's got a show. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about changing my name because of the J thing. Just go by Jonathan or something like that. Jonathan Ryan Show. Because there's the Jonathan Ross Show. All right, I love you, buddy. I'm so happy for you. I'm happy
love you
for all
too.
of the things that you have going on. It couldn't happen to a nicer person, and I'm
Vice versa.
so happy that you did it. I know you were not sure you wanted to do it, and I'm really happy that you did it.
I appreciate that. The imposter syndrome is behind me, and I appreciate you, and vice versa. Everything to you guys as well.
Awesome. In the meantime, guess what? We got a haircut going on over here.
Yeah.
Let's check in with the haircut. What's happening over there? How's it going?
Fine.
Some hair over here.
How do you feel? Is it starting to come off? I can't tell. I could need a lighter curtain. Oh, good.
Thumbs off. I'm stoked for it all to be off, but yeah, I can feel it.
Are the medibles kicking in yet?
Almost, I think.
That might be a yes. That's good stuff. That's a good shot of Hank on camera 4 over there. Everyone gets to see what he looks like in the studio here. Thanks, Hank on camera 4. Let's see, who's on the Instagram chat over here? We got Light on Monster. Light Monster. Sorry. Perset, Byhouse, Dax Ert, I'm C Savage, Mark F. Medina's here, Apex Dream Cars, Late for Biking, there's all our folks, Alpha 952. What's up, Alpha 952? I know that you came all the way up to Breakfast Club that time after talking to us on the show. And then, as far as I know, I don't even know if you got out of the car. I think you were, I don't know if you were timid or what, but we won't bite, I promise. Fiat 500 Turbo is here. Howdy, folks. Rambo 5G is also watching this live video. Hi, Rambo. Love Rami. Good stuff. Fantastic. All right. I don't know what else to do. What do I do? Oh, I got a scratcher I could do. Oh, I need a coin, don't I? I could figure something out here. What do we got? What is everyone else doing this weekend? It seems like all the holidays are beyond us. I don't know what's happening. There's always stuff going on. Anybody have shit this weekend? No? Great. I'm alone out here. We've never had more people in the house, and I've never been more alone out on the stage.
Do we have anything?
I don't know. I don't know either. That's why I was asking you.
I never know anymore. Right now.
Oh, well. Let's see. I feel like there is stuff. I feel like there's stuff I'm supposed to tell you, but I don't know what it is. We'll just go around the room here. No, I'm just going around the horn. You can turn your mic on if you want. I'm just going around the horn.
All right, it's back on.
When you have your good mic on, I think you might be able to leave it on. Because I don't
Yeah?
hear you, but when you speak, yeah.
All right, well, let's give it a shot.
You're a professional. Get your shit together, you.
Yeah.
Yes,
you hear
Nicole.
that?
I can't turn my head, so I just have thoughts, but that's mine for you. Enjoy.
I'll take it. Let's put it on a shirt.
This whole thing is hilarious. Yeah, it's funny. The chair is good for you, but it really screwed Lancel, didn't it? Sorry, Lancel.
Sorry, no worries.
Do you need more light? Would that do anything for you at all?
I think we're good.
All right.
I try to make it as hard as possible for him. That way, you get the best results.
Well, the last couple times we did this, she was able to sit in that white stool, and it wasn't, in the bathroom when the lady would come and do it. So, I don't know.
I wasn't as bendy then. I didn't flop over as easily.
Oh, you're more
I
bendy now. And you
can't
flop
hold
over.
myself up anymore. So yeah,
I was going to say earlier, this might be the first time in I don't know how long that I haven't seen Nicole sit in crisscross applesauce. Is that weird?
Yeah, no, I thought the same thing. I couldn't figure out why she looked weird when she first was sitting in the chair, but you're exactly right. That's what it is. We're not used to seeing it. We're not used to seeing her legs unfolded.
Also, the poncho.
That's That's right. This is how we have to feed her. The poncho. The amusement park ride. She just went on Jurassic Park. Leave her alone.
Made of the mist.
Oh, Maid of the Mist. Good for her.
Made of the Mist, yes.
Yeah. Is that Evan
Watching Jim and
Bruce
Pam get
Almighty?
married.
Was it Bruce Almighty that went up to the Maid of the Mist?
Steve, I think. Yeah, Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always think of The Office, and I think of Jim and Pam getting
Jim
married.
and Pam got married there, yeah.
Oh, are you kidding?
Theoretically. It's a whole big episode.
No, I know. I never watched The Office, but in that episode, they rebuilt in fact, they did it in like a Best Buy parking lot or something out here, but they rebuilt a rest stop from my hometown. They rebuilt a Merritt Parkway rest stop for that scene when they're out in the rain and on the
Where they
things
got
going
engaged.
by. And it's not real. It's really in front of a Best Buy, but they rebuilt it I would pay money and say that, or I would bet money that say that they were on the Merritt Parkway because that's what it looks like, and they weren't. They rebuilt it in every way. Very, very funny.
Tonight's show is even better than the DVD extras. I had no idea. That's great.
Oh man, and I don't.
I cry every time I see that
work.
moment.
She used to work sort of on that show because she used to represent some of the main talent on it. You know, Rainn Wilson, and that's why she was talking, and Craig Robinson. But she knew everybody on it.
And Steve first.
Oh, and Steve Carell first. Yeah, duh. Hello, I forget. That damn Maine dude.
I just love to think of them being a family. They just look like a family to me. And after everything I've seen around that show, it's delightful.
The Office.
Yeah, that staff that cast all just looked so supportive and
Wow.
lots of love there, I think.
Did you watch the British Office first ever?
Yes.
Did you watch it first? I realized I asked two questions there. Sorry about that. Did you watch it first?
Oh,
or
sorry.
afterwards?
Yes and yes. Like when I
Oh,
watched
oh.
the American one, I was a little disappointed that they were telling the same jokes in the first episode, but then suddenly it went off in a different direction, and I was very, very happy about that.
Oh, you know what? That's funny. Maybe I never went far enough. All these years. I was in the exact same. I had the same assessment you did, but I perhaps didn't stick it out long enough because I thought, why are they doing that?
Season 1 is needed in the American version just for establishment, but season 2, like as far as I'm concerned, season 2 immediately goes off in a different direction, and it's really good. Like that show makes me cry. There's like 5 moments in that show that have made me cry more than any other sitcom ever.
Well, you're not supposed to cry at sitcoms, so why are you crying at more than any other sitcom? What kind of a statement does that mean? Is it?
It's attachment
what
to
is
the
it? What is it
characters.
that gets you?
Okay, if you're a fan of Friends, the moment where Rachel goes off the couch and slowly walks towards Ross and gives him that kiss.
After
that's a
after
sitcom cry
the
moment.
prom thing, yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, The Office has 5 moments that kick the shit out of that moment.
Wow. Okay, that's funny. So it's probably not necessarily about The Office, but the relationships.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
You fall in love with the characters.
Who knew? Oh man. That's
Including
hilarious.
the finale. Like they stuck the finale. This finale was fantastic.
How do you stick the finale when the main guy left before the end?
Well, I mean, do you want me to spoil it?
Oh, does he come back? I think I might have read that he does come back. Yeah, sorry about that. I'll never watch it. You don't need
It's
to
like
worry
my
about
kids all grew up and married each other. Fuck, I love that. I love that joke.
it. Oh, yeah. You probably got to watch the first 8 seasons to get it, though, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
By the
Sums
way,
up the whole series.
By the way, I am not, I'm aware that I'm the odd duck here who doesn't necessarily like The Office. I'm aware. I'm not trying to persuade you not to like The Office.
Oh, that won't happen. That's just like that's just like news radio. To me, news radio is genius. I love it so much, but you have a different perspective of it because of the work on the show and all that stuff, right? But
I was a
love
PA
that
on
show.
it, but even before I was a PA on it, I didn't like it like you do. I think I was more
Yeah.
into like America. You know what? I don't know. The writing was always great. The cast was always great, but something about that show just didn't click for me. And I don't know what it was. But even still, I've tried to watch it. You know, it's on something, Amazon Prime or one of those, and it just doesn't have I don't know what it is, man. It's very forced to me. It's very shticky. That show is very shticky to me.
It's very shticky. There's no question.
So maybe that's it. Maybe I'm like Dave and I'm not a shtick guy. But there's nothing wrong with shtick. It just maybe it's not my personal flavor.
Like when they had was it Phil Hartman interviewing Chuck D from Public Enemy, and it just there's a lot of I could name you 5 moments in that show that to me are just beautiful, iconic fun.
Well, then perhaps that's it. Maybe you followed it. I didn't. You know what I mean? Even working on the show for a small amount of time, I didn't follow it. I just saw what it was and didn't necessarily care for it. I didn't watch.
Can I ask you an interview question?
Say again?
Can I ask you an interview question? Like if I was going to interview you, this is a question I would ask.
Why, yeah, why not? The haircut's taking forever.
Awesome. Okay, so I've heard. I think it was when Kevin Smith was on Rogan. I think that's where I heard this from, but I can't. I heard about the writing of that show.
Okay.
And the script was basically a jumping off point, and it would be written and rewritten like right before, and then Dave would also add the improv parts to it. You were a PA. Was that frustrating for the PAs getting the scripts and having them changed, or getting them at the very last minute? Is that true? Am I accurate?
I can't speak to any of that. I don't know. I'm not saying it's not true, but I wasn't there for that kind of stuff. What I can speak to on set was what you're talking about, Dave Foley. I would say that he rewrote a lot on set. And I would say that it was, this is no disrespect to the writers. I think it's a credit to Dave Foley. I would say that from what I saw, the little bits, this is good stuff here. We're getting the rotation going. He would sort of take whatever was there and make it better. Polish it. Maybe change the fulcrum point of the joke or something. Change the placement of the words so that it was a little better, or just write something different that was funnier. And that was like pretty much. I don't want to say it was his job, but like it became normal from what I remember.
Awesome.
He's awesome, by the way. The only kid in that's not true. I guess I've met a couple, Bruce McCullough. But as far as the kids in the hall go, very, very nice person, Dave Foley.
Fantastic. I can't wait for that movie.
Oh, there's a Kids in the Hall movie?
Oh, I just gave you a great gift, man. Check out the trailer.
I just saw that
fantastic.
The show was back, and I watched the first episode of the show, and I thought, well, yeah, I mean, those guys they might be too old for this. Did you watch the return of the show?
Oh, it's the show. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that trailer was for a movie.
Okay, so maybe I'm going to blow your mind and say it's already available, and I don't know why you're not watching it. But when you do watch it, let's have this conversation again, and we'll see what you think.
Okay, I'm totally down with that. I've been pretty tunnel visioned with all the projects I've got going on right now, so I'm behind on some content.
There's no rush.
That's fantastic.
There's no rush at all. But I would like to do it because I think that would be fun. Now let's see.
Yeah.
All right. So now the Instagram thing died before, but I think I rebooted it. Yeah, I think we're there. And then.
Oh my God, I didn't see that. I'm so sorry.
Well, it's all right. I mean, it's not your thing. Or did it happen again?
I monitor the Instagram. It is my thing.
Well, all right. I mean, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus here and say like, "Hey, how come you didn't tell me?" But
oh my God.
I mean, if you're willing to take it, Nicole doesn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, I'll take
you
this
that.
one. I'm a professional. I need to get my shit together.
I heard that.
Stand by that. I can't do anything. That's unfortunate, but I can still tell people.
I should check with our segment producer and see if Richard Chassler has more time on the tail end here. I told him 5:45 to 6. It's going to be more like 6:15, I think, before he's in here. This is not a rush to you, Lancel. It's more on my own bad. I've never had to time out a haircut before. Who knew?
He's never done one.
And we made it really hard for him.
Is the Instagram back on live?
I don't know. Is it? You tell me.
Doesn't seem to be.
Okay. What do you want me to do about that?
I don't know what to do about that.
Here, I'll do that.
Other than tell you about it and say, can we spark it back up again?
I think it might be on a delay. I don't know. There's Paul Sr. There we go. Going live. Okay, I'll write it and we'll do it live. Is that probably other than like maybe Let's Get Ready to Rumble, is that the most quoted frickin' thing for people in this type of work? Probably is in this type of work. Fuck it. I'll do it. We'll write it. I'll do it. Everybody's screwed. This thing sucks. Goddamn thing sucks. Were you a Howard Stern guy? I forgot to ask you that previously.
I had moments of Howard Stern. Like I had moments where a Sirius XM car was in my life, and so there were 6 months of listening to him. Car rentals when I used to be the corporate trainer for Costco, and I would have to go down to California and train a bunch of warehouses down there, the car rentals, things like that. So when I had them, I listened to them, and I tried to stay kind of abreast of what was happening in the Stern world.
Yeah.
Like Evil Dave Letterman, things like that. I liked that stuff.
Oh, that's funny. You know, you bring up that's a great point. Do you know, give me a moment here. I'll get my thoughts together. Do you know a comedian or a talent of some sort by the name of, Gabe Abelson referred this guy to me today. I have to figure out who I most recently followed so I can tell you what his name is. Jeff Richards? Do you know a comedian by the name of Jeff Richards?
Not off the top of my head.
All right. Well, apparently he does impressions that are really good, but beyond that, he does like the deep fake, face thing as well. And I guess he's got one of Dave. I guess he's really good in general, but I guess he's got some of Dave that are really good. And Gabe said he was just terrific. So I reached out to him to be on the show, and I don't imagine he won't. But I think what we'll do is do it like we do you, via satellite, so that he can turn his stuff on, so that. Here, I'm going to I'm going to put the Instagram audience on here. This is the kind of stuff.
Oh, I've seen that.
I
Yeah.
can't hear him, of course. I just took a screenshot. What a jackass. I can't work anything anymore.
It's a guy who called you, another guy, not the Verizon wireless guy.
Oh, my God.
That's incredible.
It is probably one of the most frustrating things on this planet is waiting for someone on the phone, and then you can hit the option where they call you back, but they don't, and you're waiting for a call back, and then you get a call from someone else, and you answer the phone, and it's not Verizon wireless, it's the guy who called you, another guy, not the Verizon wireless guy.
Whatever. You get it. On and on. But it almost sounds like him and Mary having a conversation.
Yeah. What's this going to be in 3 years? What's this going to be in 6 months? Holy smokes.
What do you mean?
Just that technology and
that's where you go with it? Yeah, I
do.
know. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
They're going to be deep faking the host of the Letterman Podcast soon. The unlikely host of the Letterman Podcast soon.
Oh, thank God. I'm going to go get a piece of pizza.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. At least it's finally happening.
Yeah. For sure.
What color do you want? Just kidding.
I mean, someone asked me that the other day. I'm like, I can't maintain shit. So whatever
Yeah.
this is,
Eventually gray.
let it go out.
Yeah.
Fine.
Well, I think, maybe we should just start saying Melissa Villasenor. What kind of haircut do you want? I don't know, Melissa Villasenor, because she's kind of got that thing that you used to have and like the same kind of hair and stuff.
It's a great reference.
She's local. Can you get her on your show so that I can get her on my show?
I got to say something. I'm going to be totally vulnerable here. When you mentioned that thing about Dan and you and I have a conversation about it.
Oh, now I gave you a complex. I'm sorry. I take it all back.
It's not a complex.
I take it all back.
No,
I feel terrible.
No. I've got to tell you how this came about. My asshole clenched a little bit into my body, and my testicles also followed suit. But it was oh shit kind of a thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was supposed to be, but it was supposed to be a joke.
I'm sorry. No. But here's how it came out, because it legitimately was something that I was like, oh yeah, okay, that I have that memory of that now. But you know how it came out? Do you know the Peter O'Toole story?
Yeah, of course I do. Are you kidding me? Wait, which one? You mean about the camel in
London?
London?
The camel. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Of course I do. Are you kidding me?
I've asked him to tell it on the show here.
Okay, I just read about that. It was on something recently, and I read it, and I was so taken by it because it was the idea of a young person trying to do something huge, and the undertaking was extreme, and the creativity that was needed for it incredible, and
He
it
pushed
made
the envelope
me
to get it
feel-
done for sure.
Yeah, and I
Right,
was
but-
so inspired by it. As soon as I read it, I looked him up on Facebook and just reached out to him.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it wasn't even anything. And the jackhole thing, when I was doing research, and it didn't even clue into me that was the Kimmel guy that you and I talked about.
Yeah,
It
it
was the
took you
Peter O'Toole
created
story.
Jack
Yeah.
Hole. You mentioned something about something with Michael Cera, some other thing. I can't remember what it was, or something else from the Jack Hole. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I told you that he co-created Jash. I forgot to tell you about Jack Hole. My bad.
Okay.
You're right. That was my bad. But either way, this was supposed to be a joke. I'm sorry. I feel terrible that I have actually put you into a
Why?
state of angst. Well, it was
No,
it's
it was
supposed to
only
be
a
like
momentary
one.
clenching of my. It was only a momentary clenching of those nether regions. It's fine. Everything's good. But for a second there, I was like, "Oh, what did I forget?" Because normally my mind retains that stuff. Yeah, but also it's interesting because you and I haven't connected as much lately, and independently we've got all these cool things going that we would normally, when we are connecting, normally that would be like stuff we go back and forth on. But it's, I don't know. I think it's kind of neat, like how this is happening, and like I love how you talked to Walter Kim today. I messaged him twice today, and we didn't talk about that.
All right. All right.
I love it.
Everything's okay. I just, as long as you're fine.
Totally.
I didn't mean to give you that type of a. It was supposed to be a quick joke. It really was. It's supposed to be just a.
It was a quick clench.
Yeah. All right. Still over there. It's getting shorter. You know what it is? It's been shorter everywhere, but it's getting shorter in different places. Now it's almost all getting shorter.
Is
I
it
told
being
him-
layered, Damon?
I
Is
told
it a
him when he-
layering process?
All right, now it's time to mute your mic.
Okay,
I told
done.
him to. I told him that he can't screw it up with you. That you don't have any parameters. The worst case, we'll shave it. She doesn't care.
Yeah. No problem.
He's like, but I care. I was like, oh right.
Good.
Yeah. Now it's the time for the show everyone's looking forward to. What's going on, Mrs. Ryan? Dun, 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 dun.
Getting my hair cut. I'm very, very grateful.
Correct. All right, well, I really don't know what to do here. This is hilarious. So I guess, are we not live? We are live or we aren't live? I can't
The
tell.
live is working.
It is working. All right, but I don't see it over here, and that's not your problem. So,
Did you rejoin from that account when you went live again?
no, it says I'm there, but I'm not, so I just closed it all out, and I'm, I hate to sound like my grandparents, but when I was a kid, you just turned things on and they worked, and you turned things off and you were done with them, and oh man, nothing seems to be that way anymore. So I don't know how to how do you do it? Oh, there it is. Just popped up. All good now. But this is my point. It wasn't there. You gotta wait for the ones and zeros to get all around the universe and back to you. Is that what you have to do? All right. I guess so. Hank on camera 4 is here. You really are.
Hank.
This is a very strange, awkward show. I'm sorry for everybody else. Damon, what are you doing?
Checking out your kitchen.
You want to come in here and hang out? Because I thought we'd have the whole show over by this point. But I don't want to not talk about anything that's going on in the world of Paul McCarthy while you're here.
Sit down to you.
While you're here.
Yeah, how you doing?
What anything happening new in the world of Paul McCarthy that we can talk about?
Yeah, we're pretty busy. Is this a microphone?
Yeah.
Well, these things work.
You're pretty busy?
Yeah, we're pretty busy.
You're going international, right? You're going out?
Yeah, Lancel and I actually, and probably 10 of our closest work friends are going to shoot 3 movies in 3 countries in 3 months.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Thanks for fitting this in. When do you leave for that?
Lancel leaves August 14th. I leave the 20th.
Oh, no. It's soon.
And there probably a 300-person live audience for 2 of the movies.
Oh, my
We're
gosh.
shooting in a theater, like a soundstage. One in Hamburg and one in Vienna. Yeah. It's good.
And you're bringing everything, right?
Yeah, we take everything. We don't trust anybody. No, it's kind of easier that way. Like,
You mean you can have full control, right?
yeah, and also like even camera equipment. Lancel makes all of our prosthetics as far as like cutting off arms or blood or ears or any of that.
Really?
He does all of that. So he's going for that. So
Oh,
his
this looks
haircutting
great.
thing,
Now you can see the length there. This is really cool.
it's just a side gig.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it now.
We're covered in here in the studio, I think.
Yeah.
And by the way, the Stiglette over here on the handheld. How about that? Oh, her hair looks great. Look at that. That's the perfect length. Lancel.
Nice.
No, it really is. I mean, for considering how little input we gave you, you nailed it. It's exactly what she
I
wanted.
think we gave him 5 different options of no input.
Right. Equates to like
We just
equates to
tried-
nothing.
We tried our hardest to confuse the shit out of you.
What a mess.
Well, you did it. As usual. That guy is seriously. We put him through the works.
How long have you guys worked together?
How long you been at the studio now?
10 years.
Yeah,
this,
10
this,
10 years.
This year.
But didn't we meet the other day when I was there? Because you look really familiar before
was there.
today.
He's there the other day, yeah. When
Yeah,
you
okay.
went there, he was there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he was in that other room where the
That
body
other-
parts were. Where we made
Oh
all the
yeah, that's
inner
right.
side
I met
stuff.
you upstairs in the boxes of body parts.
Yeah.
Is that right?
No, downstairs.
Oh,
But
downstairs.
They all look the same at that
You got
point.
body parts all over there.
There's
You're
body
lousy with
parts
body
everywhere.
parts in that joint.
That's what we do.
Oh no, it was a girl upstairs doing painting.
Girl was upstairs painting. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, so we do-
Oh no, we were. That's right. We talked about the molding and everything. He was
Downstairs.
in there.
He was
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
molding
yeah.
room.
There was the
Uh-huh.
where the vacuformer was and all that other stuff.
on that other side, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we talked to the other guy, Thomas, in the back corner. He was cleaning stuff up.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
It's all coming back to me. That's a hell of a facility you guys run over there.
It is big.
But
Yeah.
it's. I mean, like just so much going on.
Lots of different projects constantly. I don't even know how many. I can't even count them. Between the 3 movies, and then we got a show up right now at Hauser and Wirth in the Art District in L.A.
Don't, Joey, if you can stay on her, that'd be great. Because Damon's covered here in the studio, and I need to be able to cut to you over there. There we go.
See her hair.
He's like,
Yeah,
I'm
it's coming
tired of
together.
doing that. I'm sick of it. I've already seen
Coming
her.
together. Yeah, he's getting a full class over there.
Good job with his little Osmo there. Is it an Osmo or some sort of gimbal?
Yeah.
Yeah, Osmo. It's the Osmo 2. I don't know what the difference is between the 1 and the 2, but it's pretty cool. I've had it for 4 years now, and it's been amazing.
Good stuff.
Yeah. It's well done.
In my mind, there was going to be so much happening on the show. It was like, oh, it's going to be calamity.
I think when we talked about it on Friday, it was going to be more happening. And then we had ideas, and then you know,
Well,
how we get things together.
I'm actually grateful Patrick Long was not here today. Now how this has all happened,
could've
I'm
been-
actually very happy for how
Could've
this all
made a
worked
real
out.
mess then.
I'm just happy. It's all good.
Yeah, and this was priority was cutting her hair anyway. So
Oh, big time, yeah.
we're good.
Thank you so much, both of you, for helping make this happen. I mean, having someone come here is what we've been doing, but this is really awesome. And now he's got to pick up her medication too.
That's okay. That's what he does for us all the time. Like
Would have
fucking
padded the
drop
floor.
him.
I feel terrible for him, giving him knee pads or something.
Yeah, we pad the floor all the time. So people
I've been
can
to your
get-
place. You do.
Yeah,
Your
we
the
pad
whole
all
place is
floors.
padded.
Stairs, floors, everything's padded.
The
You never know when somebody's going down.
The freakiest thing, and I've had nobody else will understand what the hell this is, and I don't want to go into the backstory, but I have actually had dreams is not the right word, but like your grandparents' basement, that set of your
Oh, yeah.
grandparents' basement has been on my mind a lot since
It's an awkward
being
place.
there. No, it was so immersive. It was too
Yeah.
familiar. I told you, I've been in this basement. I
Yeah.
grew up with this same basement. I know this
Yeah,
basement.
it feels super familiar, even if it's like not exact
Yeah,
to
but
yours, but still.
it's somehow the detail is sort of it's weird. It's detailed yet vague at the same time. So it's
You
sort
could
of
fill in the blanks and
Uh-huh.
make your own familiar spot.
yeah.
Yeah, the first time I went in there, I came out and it's like above ground, a whole like story above ground.
Yeah.
And you come outside and you're really shocked that you weren't underground.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
When you go up the
Yeah, when
stairs.
you go up and then down, and you're like, where the hell am I now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it worked.
The forest might be my favorite though. That's still pretty amazing.
Forest is often everybody's favorite. Once you go in there, you don't want to come out. It's just a nice little fantasy land.
Look at how good she looks. This is amazing.
Yeah, she looks great. The bob cut worked.
Yeah. Classic
Out
Bob.
of that whole circle we did.
Classic
Came
Bob.
right back to I think the first thing we talked about.
That's what she wanted. It's just easy.
So much happier.
Can you feel it already? Even though it's wet,
Oh,
you can
yeah.
feel the weight.
Oh yeah.
Your
God.
your face has changed.
I can
Doesn't she
see
look
it in
less
the camera.
fatigued?
Uh-huh.
It's instant because I feel it constantly. It's always moving and I can't control it. It's a nightmare.
Wow. Well, I'm happy that that's worked out.
Me too.
Me too.
All I know is I'm going to take a pee break before we have to laugh in a few minutes. I'm really excited for Richard Chassler. I feel terrible that we've
I heard him in there warming up. He's getting ready.
Oh, good.
I think
Okay.
it's going to be good.
Oh, good.
He
Oh,
might be
good. I'm
taking
glad
a
he
nap
didn't
by
leave.
now. I don't know.
I'm glad he didn't leave.
Might have gone to sleep.
Yeah, I don't think we had the green room last time he was here. He
Yeah,
was
it's new to
he
me,
hasn't been
too.
here since before COVID.
New to me too. I was pre-COVID, I think, when I was on before. Yeah. I like it. It's like very official. You get hustled in the door and sent to the green room.
Yeah, stay in there.
It's
Shut up.
just shut up and
Get
drink
out of my way.
drink some water and eat an M&M.
I got stuff
Don't
to
mix
do in
them.
here. I'm busy. I'm busy until 5.
Don't talk to me. If you're over here, you're bothering.
Well, and it's bad enough. I mean, she can't walk or move, or she comes in at
Better
4:59.
she comes out right when she's ready. It's like,
Yep.
call them in.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
It's number 1 on the call sheet.
Yeah, just come right in.
You get it.
Yeah, I liked it. Then we had to move her around a few times to make sure we got it right. It really disturbed the shit out of it.
I'm sorry about that.
So sorry, everyone. What a trouble for everyone.
Well, you know what? In
It
hindsight,
was
you know
us.
what?
We didn't know what we were doing.
Can I tell you something? I feel like a genuine idiot. Why didn't we just put her in the wheelchair, which then would have been twirly.
Yeah, it would have been a lot easier. She could have, I guess, sat here and could have moved her
It'd
over
be
there.
like I had legs. Be great.
Next time.
Next time.
Yeah. 5 months from now, 4 months from now. How long is it? How long? Does it
I don't
take?
know. This one was probably a year, but I guess
Oh,
we
really?
shouldn't wait this long again.
Please no.
Lance was like, nope, one-stop shop.
Schedule it ahead.
One shot for me.
I'll be back.
Lancel, do you have anything to plug while we're doing this?
Not really.
Here's some funny side notes about Lancel.
Well, let's hear him.
Lancel was a pizza tosser when he was like 15 years old.
Yeah?
He has a twin brother, and I mean a twin brother.
Well, there's a big difference.
Well, yeah. I don't know what the big difference is. He might want to bring that up, but I mean, on the outside they look the same. To the point where they would really play games with people's heads, and they had like an act that they would do in the window of throwing pizzas, and they were super good at it.
In New York?
No,
No, here in Berlin.
Tossing
Really?
pieces up in the air like as a.
That's so not an LA thing, but I grew
So
up with
not-
that in New York
yeah,
where they
and
would do it in the window and you would watch them go by. It's in
Yeah,
the movie Splash.
That's that guy. He can totally do that.
Wow.
Still today.
Still today. We were just talking about it.
I am a huge fan, and by the way, I'm one of those people who feel like I can taste the difference with a hand-tossed crust versus a kneaded crust.
Yeah.
Counter kneaded, not into it.
No.
I don't
I'd
know.
take a hand toss any day.
Is that a New York thing, or what's
I
the
don't
deal? Because you don't give a shit about New York.
No, I really don't.
No offense to
No
anyone
offense
who
to
loves New York.
I love you, New York, but I really don't give a shit. Yeah, I think that how the dough stretches maybe
Yeah.
makes it a little bit, I don't know,
Yeah.
brittler when you eat it. I don't know. I have
Maybe
no
it's the
fucking
fact
idea.
that a guy has touched it.
Yeah,
you know what I
maybe
mean? Like
that's
his hand,
cool. Like he's
instead of a
kneaded it.
rolling pin. Yeah, it could be it.
I don't know.
Man, it's looking awfully good over there.
She's close now.
I think we're pretty close.
I love it.
Yeah, it looks a lot more smiley over there than when she first sat down.
I think she was
felt
stressed
this-
out. Oh, go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I felt as if this morning it's like there's so much here.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's gone.
Was the countdown like if something happened today and you said, oh, we're not gonna be able to cut it today? Would it have been like the
I would've
countdown's
been
got to
like,
start
"Shit,
over?
this is come Friday.
No,
Like,
I've
alright."
gotten good at being fluid. Like I didn't know it was happening today, so I let it be blurry.
Oh, okay. Good for you. Well, that's your mantra lately with the one day at a time,
I
right?
have to
You can't plan it out, so you just go with the flow in the moment.
try. Now it's minute by minute, but like, what do I have to plan for?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Nothing
This.
anymore. As long as I'm presentable, that's a win.
We're working on that.
I spent all morning on the phone with medical insurance but I was on hold forever. No one knows anything. So
I heard you get bounced around the system for hours today. Yeah, I heard her talking to the guy, and like, it's like talking to. It doesn't.
Talking to somebody on a merry-go-round.
I was gonna
Talk to
say, like-
one and they go away. And
Yeah.
it's like another one. You're like, what is happening to me?
In the old days, it was like the DMV.
I gotta give you
know,
my whole story. I just told this person 20 minutes of my story. I
he's
gotta
like,
do this again.
But you need this number, and he's like, you gotta call whatever. It's like, but I have it right
just-
here. And he's like, I just read it to you. You just read it back to me. Why do I need to get it from somebody else?
Why do
We
I-
have it right now. And he's like, no, you gotta get
Why
it
is
from
this
so-and-so.
recording asking me for the exact things you just asked me for?
Yeah.
I can't get past that one.
Poor
So
thing.
many
Yeah,
times.
and that's the
Terrible.
type of thing that'll wear
That'll
her
take a whole
out.
day. Yeah.
It'll wear her.
Well, after I spent an hour reminding myself why I called them in the first place, and I have to re-explain to everyone I talk to, they always transfer me. And this morning they were like, "Hold on," and put me on hold. I'm like, "Fuck off!" Like I've been on hold for 3 hours already. Like, what do you want?
Nightmare.
Whatever. You never know.
Well, whenever you are done with this haircut, which is going to be soon now, I can tell. It's really, really looking cute. I think we'll take a quick break. We'll get the walker out so that you can get over here,
Great.
if that's all right. And or in one of these chairs or wherever you want to be. And then we'll switch over the little performance area over there and get Chassler in here for some
Perfect.
stand-up comedy. We thought it would be a short show with too much stuff in it. And if anything, now we're stretching, but I'm really enjoying the process of this. You really look
Good.
great.
Thank
I know it's a good thing for you, but you really look great. I hope you know that too.
That's as important. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Whoa!
Thank you,
And
Lance.
that's it? Woo!
Yay!
So good.
Wow, that's awesome. Super cool. Congratulations. With that, all right, we will, what are we going to do? We're going to...
Break and clean up.
Yeah. But I have to do some commercials here. I should have been doing that the whole time, but let's do it real quick. St. Clair Insurance, they say all which separates men and boys is the coverage for their toys. What types of toys are we talking about today, Mrs. Ryan?
Cars and collecting stuff, businesses, whatever pays.
That's
for-
right. Licensed in most states, St. Clair Insurance shop's top provider, so you get the best coverage for your toys. Simply check them out by going to www.coverageforyourtoys.com, coverageforyourtoys.com.
CoverageForYourToys.com.
And while you're there, tell Jeff St. Clair that Nicole says hello because
I cannot.
sometimes. All right. Now, we were going to have a video from our friends at Series 1 Films. Whatever, it didn't. There was a thing. You'll see that on Thursday. But you know that our friend Taylor from Series 1 Films sponsored part of this episode. So Series 1 Films helps automotive brands create engaging cinematic content for social media and advertising to grab and hold your ideal customer's attention. Check them out at series1films.com. That's series1films.com.
Series1Films.com.
And the one is with a number 1. So that's what's going on there. Now, I have to tell you that the... oh, she's already ready for it. We're going to do the break and get all that stuff we talked about after these brief words from that's right, Richard Chassler. Richard Chassler, stand-up comedy from Richard Chassler will be in here when we come back. Brief words, oh so delicious hot sauce. Mrs. Ryan, the hot sauce?
Made by bears.
That's exactly right.
Oh, so delicious. It's the hot sauce made by bears. Garlic and serrano mixed with love and care. You can put it on your eggs, pour it on your rice. It's great on a leg, it's better on a slice. It's oh, so delicious. It's the hot sauce made by bears. Oh, so delicious hot sauce. Great on everything except oatmeal.
Get your bottle today at ohsodelicious.org. $1 from every bottle sold goes to the National Military Family Association.
To smash that like button, subscribe, we need some subbies. Come on, you can do it. Late night, woo, good vibes.
What are you driving today? 63 356B. Hey, 111. What are you driving today? Here we go. Oh, this is fun, David. Thumbs up for sure. This just proves that you don't have to go fast to have fun. You don't have to go fast. Can you see my smile already? Okay, I'm impressed. You don't need to stick it. He's already got it. My car's going to feel slow as balls after this, I'll tell you that. Pedal down. Yeah, baby. Sorry, I'm going back. Dead air, dead air, dead air. It all is what it is. Woo! Too many things to do. And of course, our guest just went to the restroom, so it is what it is. Did I tell you about St. Clair Insurance? Told you about Series 1 films. Told you about everything else. Letterman Podcast and all the rest. All right. In the meantime, I think what I will do is start reading this person's intro because it lasts quite a bit here. And let's see if make sure that this is good. Yeah, good shape here. I like it. All right. What's happening? Absolutely nothing. Is he out of the bathroom yet? I don't want to start this till he's definitely out of the bathroom. Oh, I heard the toilet flush. This is so awkward. Longest show ever. What a mistake this was. I thought we were not going to have enough, so I sandwiched too much shit in. Yeah. It's good stuff. All right, let's see. I want to introduce you to our next guest. Richard Chassler is here, and he has a monthly show at Genghis Cohen in Los Angeles called Rich Chassler's Big Apple Comedy starting July 6th. He will also be recording an album at the same venue called Boy Outta New York. Get your tickets now. And you can see him at Mission Brewery in San Diego Saturday, June 25th. And Can't Even Comedy at Mama Shelter?
Mama Shelter, it's a new hotel in Hollywood. It's on the rooftop.
At Mama Shelter, June 28th in Los Angeles. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is for your entertainment pleasure, Mr. Richard Chassler. Absolutely.
Oh, this is not right. I'm not ready. I didn't know this was the act. I just walked out onto the set.
We're live. Didn't you hear your intro?
No, I was peeing.
Well, we're throwing him into it. You want it again?
Yeah. No, not just like that. I was gonna yeah, I wasn't quite ready.
We've thrown him into it here.
Is this visible?
No.
This isn't visible?
You want it to be?
No.
Then no.
Should I not put it here?
It's fine. You're on, buddy.
Can we start again?
We're live. How do you start over on a live show?
Wait a minute. How can we be live? That's not fair. Good evening, everybody. I had no idea. I was in the, where am I working? Here. Okay. I had no idea. You see, they don't even walk you through. There's no rehearsal.
Richard Chassler, ladies and gentlemen.
This is as good as it gets when it comes to stand-up comedy. Let me be honest with you. Nice to be here. You folks out here, I got an audience here. You guys want to have some fun now that I'm actually on the set? All right, next time you go
make
to
some
your
noise.
Yeah, make some noise. All right, next time you walk into your friend's house, just ask to use the bathroom and take a bath. Really, just use the decorative soaps you're not supposed to touch. Soak. Read Moby Dick. My name is Rich Chassler. My pronouns are I and me. Thank you very much. I'm a New Yorker. I don't know if there's any New Yorkers in the house. New Yorkers, put them together.
New York!
Yeah, there you go. What part of New York, sir?
Just outside the city.
Just outside the city. Yeah, see, I'm not that cool. I'm not from the city. I always wanted to be from Brooklyn. Guys from Brooklyn are so freaking cool. You know what I mean? They have that attitude. They just kind of chill. When they talk, their neck moves like a pigeon pecking bread off a bench in Central Park. They just kind of look at you like... You know, they hurt themselves when they talk to you. Yo, Joey. Hey, Vinny. Yo, Tony. Yo, Bobby. And get no response until they're really low on the body. Hey, yo, Frankie. What the hell? How does that, what is it, a snorkel? Well, you touch here, you sniff here. How does that? I was stoned in 10th grade biology. I never got to that chapter. No, really, if it was a snorkel and you masturbate, you'll hyperventilate, won't you? Yeah, I didn't come from a tough part of New York. I come from Long Island. We call that Pussy New York. We didn't really have any gangs when I was growing up. Just a bunch of Jewish kids going to each other's house counting their bar mitzvah money. Seriously, the toughest thing in my neighborhood was my mother's steak. Yeah, we didn't have it. We didn't have a big tough time in New York. I always wish we did, though. I live in L.A. now. I live in L.A., California, and I travel a lot for work. I was recently doing a show on Catalina Island. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Catalina. Anybody here ever been to Catalina? Oh, you've all been to Catalina. Okay, I'm never going back to Catalina. First of all, they don't drive cars on Catalina. I don't know if you people in the audience, the TV audience, know this or not. You know what they drive on Catalina? Anybody?
Golf carts.
Golf carts. I got a ticket in the golf cart. I'm driving along on the road, and all of a sudden I hear behind me, beep! I turn around and look. There's a cop in a golf cart. No lights or sirens. Just a cop in a golf cart going, boo! Boo! Come on, pull it over, man. Hey, boo! So like an idiot, I pull the golf cart over. He gets out of his golf cart wearing that Quadra, pinched in, Smokey the Bear, I flunked out of sheriff's school hat. And he walks up to the golf cart like I just robbed the First National Bank of Catalina. He comes up, he's like, oh, man, this is really bad. You know how fast you were going? I look at him, I look at the golf cart, I'm like, I don't know, 8? Got that ticket.
Well, how fast were you going?
8! I didn't know this was an audience participation set. Never seen that on Letterman before, where the crowd actually talks back to you. They give out a lot of tickets in California, they do. I live in West Hollywood, California, and I recently got a jaywalking ticket. Yeah, I did. And after the cop gave it to me, I'm reading it, and on it said, miles per hour, 3. How do they know how fast I was going? The cops have nothing better to do in Southern California than guard a crosswalk? What are they just sitting in the car going, oh, well, Bob, you think he's going to run? Gee, I don't know, Frank, he might. I mean, look at him. He's wearing sneakers. He could go. Oh, there he goes. Beep, 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 beep. 3. He's going 3. Let's give him a ticket. He's going 3. That's my cop impression right here. That's my cop. You can see he's a really tough guy, and he just tough cop. Like, what if I don't pay this jaywalking ticket? What are they going to do? Boot my foot? Okay, I'll pay the ticket. How much do I owe you? $72? I don't know why they do that. California. So weird living in Los Angeles. People here love their pets so much they take them everywhere with them. I was dating a girl with a cat. The cat went everywhere. Seriously, except the litter box. No, really. The cat wouldn't go in a litter box. The cat got walked on a leash by me. How you doing, neighbor? No, it's not a schnauzer. It's not some weird combo poodle. No, it's a cat, and I gotta walk it if I want to get some cat. And I didn't like walking the cat, and she knew this, so she thought she was doing me a favor. She bought it a kitty stroller. And she put the cat in the stroller. Oh, there I go again. Hey, neighbor. No, we didn't have a baby. Still the same cat. Only now I'm getting some cats, so I'll stroll. It's true. The cat would not go in a litter box. In fact, she bought the cat a special thing. First of all, I don't understand cat people. I don't understand getting a pet that when you buy it at the store, it says right on the box, this pet poops in the house. Batteries not included. Pet poops in the house. But it wouldn't poop in the litter box. So she got it this special toilet seat shaped litter box. And the litter goes in it, and the cat would jump up onto the kitty litter toilet seat, try to poop, miss, and it would go into the toilet. Not okay. I don't poop in the litter box. I don't want the cat pooping in my toilet. And they're so judgmental, aren't they? Cats? They do nothing all day. They just lay there, licking themselves, staring at you, thinking stuff. Huh. You're going to wear that on your big date with her? No wonder she won't marry you. Let's just say this cat did not get from me a lot of catnip. Okay, that punchline needs work. I can admit that on TV. That punchline needs work. We'll get to that. Do I seem clear-headed?
Yeah, very.
I'm very clear-headed. This is something that most people don't know yet. I quit, my year has changed a lot. I've made some adaptations in my life, and one of them was I quit smoking weed. Yeah, big deal for me. I quit smoking weed. I had to. It got too confusing. Way to go, millennials. How many names do you need for weed? Kush, lemon kush, orange kush, sour kush, sour lemon kush, sour orange kush, sour lemon orange kush, diesel, New York diesel, lemon diesel, sour lemon diesel, sour New York diesel, sour lemon New York diesel, cookies, ice cream cookies, vanilla ice cream cookies, lemon ice cream cookies, strawberry ice cream cookies, sour ice cream cookies, strawberry sour ice cream cookies, sour lemon ice cream cookies, sour lemon strawberry chocolate ice cream cookies. What is that? When I started smoking pot, there were only two kinds, seeds and no seeds. I don't need a name. Just tell me what it does on that little plastic container. Smoke 2 hits of this and don't get off the couch and watch all the episodes of The Simpsons Kush. Smoke this joint, eat all the ketchup, maple syrup, and expired Costco shrimp sativa. Expired, yes, of course. And the edibles, I used to like the edibles, but even that got to be a big bunch of lies because they make the edibles look like real food. The Jelly Belly edibles look like real Jelly Bellies. The brownies look like my Aunt Betsy's brownies. By the way, here's a piece of advice for you people in TV land who are still eating the edibles. If you eat the edibles and get really high and get really bad munchies, don't try to cure the munchies by eating more edibles.
Woo! Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
That was 2 days. Oh, I guess that's the end of my set.
Oh, I don't know.
I wasn't done.
No, they keep going.
Usually we say thank you at the end.
Oh, keep going.
Yeah, that was 2 days in the police jail for me.
Yes.
My favorite thing to do when I used to smoke was just to smoke and lay on the couch and watch TV. Okay, I'm lying. I used to watch Law and Order. That's all I really wanted to do. I wanted to get high and hear chunk chunk. That was it. If I could just smoke and hear chunk chunk, I was a happy guy. And a couple of months ago, before I quit smoking, I was on the road and I got high in my hotel room and I was looking for Law and Order, but I couldn't find Law and Order. So as I'm scanning the TV, I came across my all-time favorite movie, The Raging Bull. Anybody know The Raging Bull? Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci. Phenomenal movie. Terrible language. And it wasn't on cable TV. It was on the TNT. And I love the TNT because the TNT doesn't bleep out curse words. No. They mute them. So I was high in my hotel room watching The Raging Bull on the TNT, and this is what I got to see. De Niro and Pesci. Hey, Joey. Huh? Now, I'm asking you all the questions, Joey. You're not giving me the right answer, so I'm going to ask you one more time, huh? Did you, my wife? Hey, Joey, did you, my wife? What? That's my Joe Pesci impression. What?
Yeah.
You heard me, Joey. Did you, my wife? You know something, Jack? That's a sick question. You're sick, and I'm not so sick I'm going to answer you. Look at you, you fat. You lot less eating a lot more. You wouldn't be so fat. Now put down the chicken legs and get in the box a little bit, you son of a. Tell you something else, you fat. You're gonna. And then you're gonna. And then I'm gonna. And you're gonna. Act you. Thank you very much. My name is Rich Chassler.
Woo! Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. That was awesome.
Are we doing some panel?
That was awesome. We don't have time, but you can come sit here by all means. Come join
I'll
us.
come
Of
join
course,
you
we'll
for
do
a
the. You call you all over to the couch in the whole bit. That was awesome, man. I know that was not. We don't have. This was the first time. This will be better for you and performers in the future.
Thank you. It was nice to be the guinea pig.
Well, of all people, we couldn't have somebody else try it and not be you.
Of course not. If anyone was going to have to fail grandly here, no, I'm just kidding.
No, but if I called somebody else, and I feel like that would have been very disrespectful to you. I mean, really.
Well, for those, yeah, I mean, I did,
I told them before, you were the comedy booker here for the whole, for until COVID.
Until COVID.
Yeah.
I miss it. I should come back.
Well, you should come back.
Okay,
You look
fine.
fantastic.
I feel fantastic. Life
Putting the weed
has
is part
been
of it.
very good to me the past 6-7 months.
I'm very happy to hear that. I want to hear more about your personal life, and then you'll come back and we'll talk about all that stuff.
Sure.
But in the meantime, this marathon 3-ring circus of a show is over, everybody. We did it. We did it. I don't know how, but we did it.
Nicole's hair looks fantastic.
Doesn't it look great? What do you think of that? How you feeling?
Fantastic.
Much better.
Yeah, it's great.
Much lighter.
Lancel did a great job.
He
Thanks to
did
Damon
a
and
great
now we
job.
were at one point. If this was a little bit, we were talking about cutting your ear off, and they had appliances and fake blood. We were going to do a whole thing, but then it turned into its own thing that there was no reason to slow that down. But we thought we'd make a little bit out of it, and we had a whole comedy thing planned and the whole thing. So that's why I thought, this would be a funny show. Get the
I'm
comedian
at their
here.
disposal forever. So
Yes!
if that
We'll do it
ever
next time.
needs to happen, I'm
The guy's name was Lancel. How bad a job could he be cutting hair?
Oh, he did a great job. But it's not what he normally does. He's like a special effects guy normally. Making appliances and prosthetics and stuff like that. Cutting dead bodies' hair, stuff like that.
Well, he certainly did a fantastic job on Nicole.
Yes, he did. Nice recovery on that one. Very good save. Let's see. Do you have anything to plug other than the things I mentioned?
Well, I don't. I actually was in the green room and I was trying to put the set together. I didn't really hear what you plugged.
I read it. I read everything from your deal. You got your monthly show at Genghis Cohen in Los Angeles called Rich Chassler's Big Apple Comedy, starting July 6th.
Correct.
You will also be recording an album in the same venue called Boy Out of New York. Get your tickets now. Also, we can see you at Mission Brewery in San Diego
this Saturday night.
This Saturday night.
Yes.
Oh, so get their tickets now.
June
on that
25th.
as well.
It's at the Mission Brewery in San Diego. I'll be performing with some very funny people, and yeah.
And then Saturday, I'm sorry. And then that isn't Saturday, right? The June 28th at Mama Shelter.
And then June 28th at Mama Shelter.
Can't Even Comedy.
Can't Even Comedy, it's called. And it's on the rooftop of Mama Shelter, and it's an outdoor venue, and it's fantastic.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so that should be a good time also.
I love it. And that's what you've got going on?
That's what I've got going on right
Fantastic.
now, yeah.
Huge thanks to the Stiglette, who has been here the whole time. Stiglette, can you take a shot of yourself? Is that possible with that rig?
Is that the guy holding the camera over there?
Yeah, he was our intern last summer, and he
wait a minute.
he's a real race car driver.
But what
and stuff.
happened to...
Oh, she's still there.
Okay, because we had an intern when I was on the show,
Yeah,
remember?
and then but you've been going a long time. We
I
have
know.
real bodies now.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Stiglette, can you just take a shot of yourself there or no? Oh, I see. There we go. Beautiful. I didn't realize we got other bodies here. This is beautiful. Damon's. We got multiple camera people. Beautiful. Everyone follow the Stiglette at the Stiglette, but also the Driven, right? The Driven.
It doesn't have its own page, but that's what we're calling the partnership I have right now with West Coast Porsche Adventures and Porsche Irvine. So next year, as you may know, I'm trying to race spec Porsche Boxster. So if you want to come on the journey, this Sunday actually, we're doing a drive from Calabasas to Santa Paula. It'll be a lot of fun. So
love it, and they can find that through your page, right?
Oh, and they can
follow the Stiglette,
and they can follow me everywhere they want. It's all at Rich Chassler.
Rich Chassler.
Rich
now.
Chassler.
You got
yes.
hacked, didn't you?
No, Richard is an accountant.
Oh,
it's just
so it was a rebrand on your part.
It's a bit of a rebrand.
I like it a lot.
There's a very bright woman in my life who seems to understand how to. Yeah,
we all need that.
Yeah, we do.
We all need that. Good for you. All right, so Rich Chassler everywhere. And I know you've got other stuff that we didn't mention happening
it's okay,
as well.
We'll
You got
get
other
back.
shows in the works and other things, so that's good. All right, so that's what's going on. Thursday, we're back here with Mr. Sean Bishop. Sean Bishop is a writer, producer, director, done almost everything you could imagine in animation, from Shrek to Shark Tale to Over the Hedge to all of that stuff. He worked on the DuckTales reboot. He's been in many things. You'll know his voices because he does all the scratch in all of those movies as well. And beyond that, I built the Back to the Future Time Machine with him and the Ghostbusters ambulance with him. So we're going to be talking movie cars and full-blown movie car nerddom on Thursday with Sean Bishop. That's it, right? Did we do everything? Damon McCarthy, is there anything we need to talk about for you or Lancel?
Other than I thank you and I love you and I thank you again.
Other than Nicole thanks you and loves you and thanks you again.
So much. Changed my life. Thanks,
All right.
guys.
With that, we love you and all of them, and we all love you at home.
Feeling
Producer
is
Mike
mutual.
up there in Canada, right? Thanks for your heart-to-heart. I'm sorry I gave you a heart attack before. That really was supposed to be a joke. I didn't mean to. But I'm glad we did it. Thank you for watching, everybody. Stay tuned. Tom Snyder is next. We'll see you out there. Good stuff.